Let's talk a little bit about homepages. A homepage is often the very first page that your users will land on as they visit your website. So it's a pretty crucial page. And it makes sense to spend a little bit of time asking ourselves, what is the job of the homepage? How can the homepage help you achieve your goals? And what should you include here in terms of content? Here are a few things that, in my opinion, a homepage needs to deliver on. First, it should communicate the voice or the brand of your website. That is mostly achieved with visual design, so with colors and images and textures, etc. We'll have to wait until next week when we start the visual design phase to get to that. But remember that language also plays a big part of communicating a brand. And you can set the tone right on the homepage. Is your language friendly or snotty or reserved or authoritative? Or funny or irreverent? Do you use a lot of words or only a few? These are important questions to ponder during the wireframing phase. Second, the homepage should provide navigation options that take your users to the content of your site. The homepage is also a great place to introduce your products or your mission to people that are visiting for the first time. They might be completely unfamiliar with your site, so ask yourself, what do they need to know right away? Sometimes you only have a few seconds to convince a user to stay and explore further. Your homepage should answer the basic questions of, what is this? What can I do here? Where do I start? And lastly, you can use the homepage to show some real content. That might be the latest blog post, or a featured product, or an upcoming event, or a video explaining your service, a download button, or a sign-up form. Something that provides value to your users right away. Okay, so let's talk about what elements should be included on a homepage. I would argue that for the vast majority of sites, you will definitely want to include a logo, or at least the title or name of the website. Remember, we talked about the user's question of where am I as a fundamental concern in the wayfinding lesson. You'll also want to include some sort of navigation. Both of these items usually end up in the header of the page. Then there are things that most sites will include on the homepage, like a tagline. That's a short and precise sentence that summarizes the mission of the website. A call to action is also often appropriate. What is the most important thing you want your users to do? Pick up the phone and call you? Well, then provide a phone number right on your homepage. Sign up for a free trial? Then have a sign-up form. Or do you want your users to find out more about your featured product? Then display a Learn More button. Most sites will also have a footer with secondary information, such as address, additional links, and copyright and privacy statements. Social media links are also often included, and most likely will find a place in the header or at the footer. And then there are a few elements that are maybes. A hero image, for example. That's a term for a big, often dramatic image that sets the mood for your site and shows off its products or services. Sometimes there are several hero images that are displayed in a slideshow. Some sites have a search function, and as I already mentioned, it's often helpful to show some actual content right away. Let's check in with the Apple site for an example. Here we can see most of the elements I just talked about being employed right on the homepage. The logo, the navigation, a search function, a featured product with a hero image and a tagline, and very prominent calls to action, learn more or buy. There are a couple more featured products as you scroll down, and then there's quite an extensive footer with additional links, phone numbers, and legal information. The one thing that I can't find on this page are any links to social media. Okay, so let's look at a lot of other homepage examples.